It's been a little bit over a month since the release of Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I gotta admit, this game has been an absolute joy to play. Although there are many features that I had hoped would come to the game when it was announced. This game is in no way underwhelming, but there are still many imperfections I would love to see fixed in the near future. Hello everyone, this is Legit Brick, and this is my list of features that Animal Crossing New Horizons is missing. The first of these imperfections is something that has been talked about by many other content creators, as well as the Animal Crossing community. This imperfection is, of course, the multiplayer loading times. Because of how widely disliked this feature is, I'm not going to talk too much about it. However, I would like to point out just how painful this is for myself and many others. There are plenty of times when I'm playing with a friend and I get called to go eat dinner. I then have to leave my friend's island and save the game. And the load time of getting back to my island tends to be extremely long. And it feels even longer when you have parents that are continuously telling you that your food is getting cold. I also hate how Orville won't shut up. I sometimes wish that Orville would do what real dodos did and go extinct. In all seriousness though, it can be very annoying to sit through long bits of dialogue with Orville at Dodo Airlines if I just want to open the gate to my island. A friend and I have discussed a great way for this to be fixed. We came up with the idea of having a free app, or using the already existing Nintendo Online app to control online play. I feel like it would be so much more convenient to press a button on your mobile device than have to open your gates manually in-game. This would be such a simple fix, and I would love it if it could become a reality. Another feature that has been discussed by many fans is bulk crafting. There's not much to say about this one, besides the fact that literally anyone who has played this game for more than a few hours has been begging for it. I mean, how did no one on the New Horizons development team think of adding bulk crafting? This would make such a big difference. But for now, I guess we will have to get used to crafting hundreds of fish bait one by one, hour by hour. But my hope is that the more that this gets talked about, the more likely Nintendo will listen to us and give us our heart's desire. Now I'm going to move on to possibly the most disappointing thing from my playthrough of the game. When I had seen the Direct announcing all of the shops that would be in the game, I thought that Able Sisters and Nook's Cranny were the only shops revealed, but there would be many others that we would find on the game's release. Unfortunately for me, I was wrong. There are only 2 shops in the game as of today. In order to get the Able Sisters shop, Mabel will occasionally visit your town plaza, and if you buy enough items off her, she will announce her plan to open a shop. While there are many other merchants that appear in the plaza, none of them plan to open a permanent shop. And I do like the idea of having traveling merchants that can sometimes visit, but I think that should be limited to people like CJ, Flick, and Sahara. And for characters such as Leaf and Kix, I would love to see them open a full shop. One thing that I loved about playing through Animal Crossing New Leaf was how cool the shopping district was. Throughout the playthrough of the game, you would unlock new shops, and when I was planning the layout of my New Horizons island, I thought it would be so cool to have all my shops lined up in one area. But now, I have a very impressive shopping district that has a whole 2 shops. Furthermore, another improvement that would be much appreciated for shops is possibly having an upgrade for Able Sisters. Right now, we have the ability to upgrade Nook's Cranny, but there is only one version of the Able Sisters shop. I don't know exactly what an additional upgrade could have in store for the shop, but it should definitely be taken into consideration. I also feel like the villagers in the game don't have enough personality. It's not a huge deal, but with the introduction of new villagers in this game, I would have also liked to see new personality types as well. So for now, we are stuck with the same personalities types we've seen in other games. And staying on the topic of villagers, I really wish it was easier to kick out your villagers. Right now, the best way to remove those gross, ugly, disgusting villagers is by annoying them for roughly 20 days, or to use your amiibo cards. When you use an amiibo card to kick out a villager, the character that you scanned in will appear at your campsite, and after doing a series of tasks for them, you may ask them to move in. You then get the option to swap any one of your villagers out for an amiibo character. I understand the fact that getting rid of villagers should not be incredibly simple, as that would make this aspect of the game way too easy. I only wish that the using of the campsite without amiibo was the same as when you used it with amiibo. At the moment, you can get a villager to randomly appear in your campsite. You can ask them to move in, but unlike the amiibo feature of the game, a villager you already have will be randomly selected to leave to make room for your new campsite villager. This can be extremely frustrating because you get situations like what happened to me, where you get really lucky and have such a great villager in your campsite, but if one of your favorite villagers is selected to leave, you're then forced to make the choice between the 2. This makes the amiibo feature of the game feel more like a pay-to-win than a shortcut. As many of my favorite characters' amiibo cards are also desired by many fans, making the prices of these little guys extremely expensive. Who wants to pay $30 just for a Marshall card? Now onto a feature from a previous game that I think would make a huge difference if it was included in New Horizons. The feature I'm talking about is the flea market event from Wild World. During this event, the player may go around to the homes of other town residents to look at their furniture. The player can buy any item of furniture found in these houses. This was a great feature, as it allowed a reward for all those weeks of being jealous at another villager's interior. Animal Crossing New Leaf and New Horizons, we have not seen the return of this feature. So for now, I'm stuck here planning my heist of Apollo's beautiful billiards table. Now onto my final point, which is possibly the smallest yet most bothersome detail in the game. This is the fact that the pathways in this game don't connect. Just look at how annoying this is. I wish that Nintendo had simply made the transition between pathway variations smoother. There are so many times when I have just finished building a new area in my village, and I go look at it, but I can't take my eyes off of the stupid pathway transition. And like I said before, this detail is in no way game-breaking, it just tends to feel very frustrating. I hope that what I talked about in this video makes its way into the game at some point, and I also hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy my video, please consider subscribing and giving this video a like. I would also like to hear your opinions on the game in the comments below. Also, a big thanks to a friend of mine who helped edit this video. I will link his info down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Please come back for more if you enjoyed.